And now for something completely different. Well, not really. I mean, it's cards. So today I have some different kinds of trading cards to look at. These are the Topps Chrome Marvel 2025 cards. Pre-orders for these started around, I think, mid-May, and then once they hit retail, they've been kind of impossible to find. But I was interested in them because even though they are not a card game, they are trading cards, and being a big Marvel fan since I was a kid, literally child, looking at comic books, wishing I could read them. So I walked into Target and I saw that they had some of these in stock, more than I was expecting actually. So I picked up a few. Unfortunately, a lot of the boxes were kind of dinged up and stuff like that. I was actually thinking about picking up maybe a couple more, but there were a lot of damaged boxes. So I don't know if that's a common thing with Target or with this release in general. This has been a really big release for Topps. I am not super familiar with Topps because mostly they do sports trading cards. I know they did the WWE cards earlier this year, and now they're doing the Marvel. I know that the Marvel card license was part of Upper Deck until I think last year. And so now Topps has it because Topps is going to have everything eventually from the sound of it. I am not super familiar with Chrome because, as I said, these are usually Topps does sports cards. I mean, that's what they've been known for a very, very long time. So I do know that there are tons of different kinds of cards in these things. And I know that dependent on the kind of box you get, there are different things you can get. But I know there's like a 200 card base set, and then there are different kinds of parallels, refractors, autographs, all different kinds of stuff, just like they do with sports cards. So these, from what I know, are called blasters or value boxes, sometimes value blasters. And these are the ones you most commonly find in stores, like retail, mass retail. You get them, you can find them in Walmart or Target or Meijer. As I said, I found these in Target. I have not seen them anywhere else. I know some people were picking them up at GameStop, but this is the first I have seen them when I have been out and about. So yes, so these are the Value Blasters. They retail for $29.99. And let me get this out of the way and we'll go ahead and find our scissors somewhere, maybe. Hold on. Almost there. Okay. So we'll go ahead, and as you can see, like with all sealed product, it has the official Topps on there. So even on this one, you can see kind of dinged up on the bottom. Pretty much all of these boxes had some kind of something going on with them as far as being damaged. And I don't really know why that is. It must have just been like the cases or whatever they got in at our Target. But so most of what I know about Chrome is from the baseball cards. And like I said, I don't really know a lot because there are just so many different variants and stuff like that. But so this is the Value Blaster or Value Pack or Blaster. And so on these we have some different things. You get 2 exclusive yellow lava parallels inside each box. Now, I will say I have a really hard time sometimes telling these apart with the Chrome. So I know with the WWE ones, I was horrible at knowing what was what, but I will do my best. And hopefully when I edit this, I can go ahead and fix anything that might be wrong, because I'm sure there will be lots of wrongness as far as what these cards actually are. So as it says, this is 2025. I think this is the second year they're doing these, but last year was like a really small release. I didn't even know that existed until this year. So again, the 2 exclusive yellow parallels inside every box, and then 1 exclusive Iron Man gold insert in every box. And that does have over here, it has like a little QR code, and it tells you about that. For approximate odds per pack, please visit Topps, no purchase necessary. So okay, so there's your breakdown. And I know there are a lot of different kinds of cards. Like I said, there are lots of different parallels. There are lots of numbered cards in these kind of sets. And it all depends on what kind of colors they are. I know there's a Hulk parallel. There's like a glitter. Okay, I don't think it's called that. I think it's called like a shimmer parallel, but it's like glittery. so in these, as I said, for $29.99, so $30, you get 7 packs per box and 4 cards per pack. I think that is probably pretty standard for these kinds of things. As I said, I don't do a lot of just straight up trading cards. Most of the stuff that I do is TCG related. From what I know, as far as Chrome, if it's not like one of the higher end releases for Chrome, like a hobby box or something like that, you usually pay about $1 a card. So now we've got our little security tag in there. Here are our packs. So the packs look like they have just the exact same artwork on them that the boxes do. There are 4 cards per pack, and they should be all Chrome, so they'll at least all be shiny. So let's see here. Oh, hey, look at that. Iron Man gold card. And the first one. So this is something that will be one per these boxes. There's a guarantee of one of them in every box. So I just have to pick the pack that had it in first, but we'll get to that in a second. So, yes, as I said, these are all Chrome. Look how shiny the Chrome cards are. Holy crap. Okay, so first we have Eros. So shiny. We have a very cool Mysterio. So hold on here. So the finish on these, because these are different than, say, a Magic card or a TCG. So yes, so these cards, like I said, they are very, very shiny, very reflective. That is what the Chrome name means. You can see my little camera set up there. So, but yeah, they have this metallic border, and then they have the main part of the card. They have the character in color, and then they have like the background elements kind of in there. So, okay, well, she's upside down, but there's a really neat Jean Grey. So, and I think on the back of these, I did not show the back of the first two, so let's look here. So on the back of these, yeah, it looks like they just have, we've got Eros and Mysterio, and it looks like they just have a little blurb about the character themselves on there. This one has, of course, Jean's information on there. Very cool, very pretty. Beautiful, beautiful version of Jean. Get her there. So, gorgeous artwork of her. I do like the background. You can see how it kind of, depending on how you do, you can see the background more or less. So that's a really pretty Jean. And then we have, this is our gold Iron Man. So this is Invincible Iron Man. And I believe these are all comic book covers. I think that's part of why they have the layout the way they do. They have like the actual cover, they have the little symbol up here, and then they have kind of the panels around here. I'm assuming, okay, yes. So on the back, we have the information for what the artwork on the front is. So Invincible Iron Man #1 from May 7th, 2008. And it looks like this is maybe 8 out of, I'm not sure how many there are, but I think there's only like 12 or something like that. But really, the gold Chrome, look at that. That's so pretty. You can really see some of the kind of rainbow reflection in there. So, okay, so that's pack 1. I spent way too long on that, so let's speed it up because we have all of these to go, plus 2 more boxes. So we have Banshee as our first card. We have a very, very neat looking Venom. We have a, Havoc. One you don't see a ton of Havoc. And, oh wait, sorry, didn't show the back of the Venom card. There's the back of Venom. I did not point out before that, yeah, there is the number up there, 149. Like I said, I think the base set for this is like 200. So then there's our Havoc card. And number 19. And I'm going to assume this is one of our yellow lava parallels. Look at that thing. Ooh. We've got a Nihilus, and he is shiny. Look at the effects on that card. That's so cool. So I'm going to try to not be too mesmerized by these because, like I said, I'm not super big. I don't really know a lot about the Chrome, so he's number 118. But some of the effects on these cards, ignoring my light, look at the way the light moves across the card. I can understand why they're called lava. That's a really neat effect. So, okay. So 2 down. Typhoid Mary. Very cool. Love that artwork of her. Do they have on the back? They do not. So they do not have on the back who the artwork is by, but it looks like many of these are actually from the comics. So, oh, another upside down. We have a Thor. Oh, the one after it is also upside down. So here's our Thor. Very nice. And we have Krakoa. Oh, wait, I didn't show you the back of the Thor. There's Thor. And so we have Krakoa, who takes up much of the inner space of the card there. And then we have, ooh, so we have Phantasma, and look how pretty. Okay, so this is a refractor. Yeah, see, it says right there. And I knew that because instead of just being the regular chrome here, see the color shift in there? Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Holy crap. Cool artwork too. So yeah, so we got a refractor and our Iron Man, and what was the other thing? I don't remember. Anyway, moving right along. Oh, looks like we have another special kind of card here. We have a very upside down Colossus. So there is our Colossus. I'm going to have to figure out if I'm going to do more of these. A better way to do these so that you don't see the reflections as much. We have our Gorgon. Oops, didn't show the back. So there's a back of our Colossus, 93. We have our back of our Gorgon, 195. Ooh, yay! One of my personal favorites for quite a long time. We have Miss Blink, and then 48. And then this is another new kind of card. This is an Icons card with Colossus. 2 Colossus in the same pack. But I mean, that's a really cool looking one. I don't know what icons are. It looks like, okay, we've got MI8. I'm guessing that's just a designation for the card. But yeah, so that's a really cool card. So I know that Topps do love their insets. All right, so first up, we have Lady Deathstrike. Very nice. I will say too, the quality of these things, man, look how thick these cards are. They're only 4 in a pack, but they hefty. So we have Thanos. Some very nice artwork on him. And then, oh, Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. Very nice, considering the movie's going to be out here in a couple weeks. We got Sue. And then here's our other yellow lava of Dormammu. Again, just the effects on the lava cards are really, really cool. The lava looking really cool with the flaminess of his head. I don't know what I was trying to say there. So here we go. We've got Star-Lord for this one to start off with. We have Samurai Venom, who I think I said about the different kinds of insets. There is an inset that is like, oh, it's like rising stars or upcoming stars or future stars or something in that, or it's all younger generations. And I know Samurai Venom, I'm pretty sure is in there. So, oh, Throg. We've got a Throg. And he is fantastic. And then, oh, so here we go. Here's another. This looks like it's called Anniversaries. We've got 60th anniversary of Hercules. Very neat. You can see the gold 60th up there. What does it say on the back here? Anniversaries card celebrating 60 years of Hercules. Yeah, I got that. It also has the MA3. I'm going to guess Marvel Anniversaries number 3. So that is another inset because that's what tops do. And we have Spider-Man. So here we have the webhead himself, Spider-Man. Very cool. The Magic Spider-Man set is coming out in the end of September. So opening and finding a Spider-Man is getting me geared up for that. And Doc Ock staying in theme with this pack. And Ironheart. And this is another refractor. See how pretty and just rainbow he is of Strong Guy. So as you can see, there's the refractor on the back. And here's the back of the other cards, since I forgot to show them. There's Ironheart, Doc Ock, and Webhead himself. So that is a neat one. So a couple different kinds of cards in here that are different and something that I had no idea. Like I said, I know there are so many different kinds of parallels and whatnot in here. This is not normally my bag, but these are fun. These are cool. I'm liking these. You can see the denting on this one as well. I'm starting to understand why so many of the sports card pack rippers that they, number one, use a big old knife to get that plastic cut, and number two, why they have a top-down light end camera, because technical difficulties abounding here. So again, this is the exact same as the first one. So let's see what we get in this one. So yeah, see in the last one, this thing was all the way pushed down. So apparently it is not supposed to be all the way at the bottom of the box. There we go. Nothing left in there except the security tag. And 7 more packs. Oh, okay. I can already tell I'm going to love the last one in this set. All right, so here is Invisible Woman again. So we have her. We have another Gorgon. And another Blink. And then we have another one of our anniversary cards, and this is Kitty Pryde 45th anniversary. So yeah, so this is an interesting one to do for Kitty Pryde for the anniversaries. Just the artwork they chose is interesting. That's definitely from the Age of Apocalypse. The 90s were a weird time in comics, okay? They just were. All right, so we've got another Colossus, another Thanos, another Throg, and okay, so our refractor here is She-Hulk, and that is nice artwork of She-Hulk. So you can see some of the details on that. Beautiful, beautiful piece of her. Found our Iron Man. Got Doc Ock. So, all right, so we've got another Doc Ock. We've got another Star-Lord. So we have another of the Samurai Venom, and I don't think I showed close up. There's a first appearance on this one. Ooh, okay, and our Iron Man for this blaster is another Invincible Iron Man, but this is an older one, it looks like. Yes. Iron Man 118, January 1st, 1979. I could tell from the artwork that it was probably from the 70s or 80s, but so very cool. Opening the packs that way, it gives away what the last card is. So, all right, so we've got Lady Deathstrike again. And we have Morbius. That's the first we have seen him. And then another Ironheart. I'm laughing because it's the last card in the pack and it's amazing. So there's our Ironheart. And yes, the last card is our Yellow Lava, and it is Spider-Ham. That's amazing. That is one of the most amazing things ever. So, yeah. I love it. That's great. There we go. And then we can't see what the last card is. Okay. Spider-Man. Ooh, Kingpin. First we've seen him. Very nice. Very nice. So here's regular Kitty. Classic Kitty. Very cool. And then, ooh, Cersei. Underrated character. And that is J. Scott Campbell art. 100%. That's what that is. And I did not know his artwork was used in this set. But so this is our Refractor. And she is gorgeous. Look at her. Woo. Just fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful card. Cersei, underrepresented character, in my opinion. Oh, well, she was done dirty in the Eternal movie, too. So, you know, there's that. So, Adam Warlock. Very nice. And here's Hercules, our regular Hercules. So, as before, same artwork as was on the Anniversaries one. And then, oh, Wong. That's fun. So, we've got Wong. And then another Icons. And this time we have Shang-Chi. So we've got that rainbow effect there of the refractor. Marvel Icons 9. So these are really cool. I like the icon cards a lot. Jubilee. So there has been a distinct lack of X-Men in these cards so far. I'm just going to go ahead and say. So there's our Jubilee card. Carnage. And Iron Man. So there we go. We had the gold Iron Man cards, and now we have an actual just Iron Man. He's number 1. And, oh, Forge for our second Lava. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Last box. So I think this is the least dented one in the entire thing. Oh, And again, with the little flappy being all the way down. All right. 7 more. Let's just rip into these and see. So first up we have Kronos. We have Vulture. Number 5. And we have Ant-Man. It's a great one of Ant-Man. Very classic posing on that. And then, oh, okay. So we've gotten 2 of her before, but this is the first one we've gotten that she is the lava. Very cool version of Sue Storm there with the lava. I do like that effect on those. Those are very cool. Professor X. Apparently it hurt me when I said about there was a lack. There was a lack of X-Men cards. So we have Professor X. We have Namor. I like the background on that one. That's very cool. Sorry, I just saw the next one, and she's one of my favorite characters. Again, growing up in the 90s, Songbird, and she's a refractor too. So you can tell because of the rainbow behind her there. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. And then, oh, okay, so this is our first numbered, and we have, he is number 35 of 100 of the Hood. Very cool looking card. I don't know what this kind of texturing is called, but that is really cool. Yeah, it doesn't really say on there, but oh, there's the back of Songbird, so you can see the refractor. But yes, so there's our first numbered one, and he is very, very cool. Agatha. This is the very recent version, updated version of Agatha. Not how I remember her from when I was a kid, that's for sure. She didn't look anything like that. So there's Agatha. We have, oh, here's another first appearance card, and then we have Solaris. So there's our Solaris. Here is our regular Songbird. I like how she comes out of the framing there. And then we have another Icons card, this time of Falcon. Pretty cool. It's a nice pose for him. Looks really nice with the red and blue there. So MI5 of the Icons. It's very, very sad that we're getting so close to the end, but we do have Cloak, so that's fun. And so there's Cloak. We have Bullseye. And that's a very black and white version of Bullseye. Number 30, so that's cool. Oh, Mockingbird, another one of my personal favorites. This is her outfit from, I was going to say a few years ago, but then I remembered that it was actually much longer than a few years, and I'm old, so I'm just going to keep going to, oh, we have another Kronos. So this is our lava, yellow lava Kronos. Ooh. All right, we have Black Knight. Another one we haven't seen yet. Here's our regular Cersei with the J. Scott Campbell artwork on it. And we've got, ooh, okay, so we've got Iron Fist. I think that's the first we've seen of Danny. And oh, this one's fun. X-Men again. Yay. 35th anniversary of Gambit. MA 25. So there's a lot of these anniversary cards, but let's get a closer look there on Gambit. Very cool. It's looking like he's out of the 90s cartoon. There's Banshee again. Mysterio again. There's our neat Jean again. And Hercules, man. What is up, my brother? So this is a refractor of Hercules. You can see. All right, last pack. Colossus. So we start off with Colossus, who we've seen already. The very cool Venom that we've already seen once. Here is our Eros again. And this is looking like, yes. Okay, so yeah, Invincible Iron Man #1. This is the same gold Iron Man that we got in the first pack. But still very, very cool that we get one of these in every single Value Blaster. So there we have it. That is 3 of the Value Blaster boxes of Topps Chrome Marvel 2025. As I said, these were $29.99 each, and I will probably pick up more of them because they're just, honestly, they're just pretty to look at and fun to open. I don't usually collect regular trading cards that often, so if there are any of these that you're really interested in, we will be putting them up on Hedwig's Hobbies probably before this video even drops, because I'm sure that he will be able to get them up there before I can finish editing. So, so anyway, something a little different, something fun. Talk about comics a little, talk about cards a little. That's always a good day for me. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you taking some time to hang out with me today, open some packs, talk about cards, talk about comics. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I hope that I will see you in the next one. Thanks.